baby. Kiss. Shout out to SHEABABYTV, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
Yeah. Shay baby.
Yo, Shay, we about to wake these niggas up, man. They sleeping. We about to put them on. And if they ain't ready, they better get ready. Yeah, stirring up the pot, crazy. Stir it up. Tuned in to Shay, baby. Tune in. Twisting up the Zog. Light up. Got me going Zog crazy. Hip hop news, no cap. So don't try and bait. No cap. Trying to get your reels up. Then you know you gotta pay. This ain't your average, bro. Nah. Hating, then you mad at us. Haters. Niche if they hating, send these haters back to Africa. This is where the shit stops. When I hit my bro Fox. What up, Don Coop, Charles, Pat, Brian. Make the show rock. Whole team. And we talking hip hop. Baby love, salute, baby. Salute, baby. Marcy, the whole chat room. Drop a comment, paste it. Started from the bottom basement. Headed to the top fast. Tune in and share your thoughts. Talking about it, talk stats. SHEABABYTV, hottest on the net. Let's talk facts. Anything above that. Cloud chasing, fall back. Merch about to drop soon. Pre-order yours now. They can never lock us out. Kicking all the doors down. Coming through, SHEABABYTV, the hottest TV on the airwaves. Lock in, talking about it. Salute to the whole team. Marcy, Baby Love, Niche, Don Coop, Pat, Brian, No Cap Fox. What it do, y'all? We coming through, y'all. SHEABABYTV.
What's poppin', y'all? We lit this morning. So, as you can tell, the Jay-Z concert went through this weekend. It was lit. I can't front. Shout out to Jovito. Jovito did his thing. Hold on, let me put the chat up there. Let me see if I could get the chat going. I switched back to the other app. Okay, let's see. The chat right here. Drop a comment in there too so we know the chat is working. Shout out to everybody, man. Monday morning. No Game. What's good, bro? Shout out to No Game in the building. So we got the chat activated. Let's see. Let's see. Chat is activated. Jump in the comments real quick, y'all, so we know the chat is activated. Shout out to everybody pulling up. We're going to talk about this Jay-Z concert. I think we got the app working this morning. Harlem Legend, what it is, my dude. Yeah, I'm using your show today, too, Harlem Legend.
SHEABABY.
Don Coop, what it is. Harlem Legend, we will be using your chat today. Okay, so the chat is activated. I see Michelle Q behind up in there. So the chat is activated. Let me just move it up a little bit. Let me put it over here. Let me shrink it a little bit. All right, chat. There y'all go. Y'all are activated this morning. Shout out to the chat. Harlem Legend, we using your show today, my guy. Double tap that screen, too. Get them likes going. So, of course, this weekend, some things have happened in New York City. We're going to start with that first. A friend of mine was unalived, just out in the parks. I don't know what's really going on in the streets. A lot of people are saying wrong place at the wrong time, but then a lot of people are also saying he was involved in some stuff. I don't know, man. Keanu was my guy, man. Shout out to Keanu, man. Moment of silence for him. Let's give him that much respect this morning. Shout out to him. Crazy work, man. Crazy work. So, a friend of mine, he was playing in the Kingdom tournament. Shout out to Harlem TV. That's from his town. He knows how nasty it gets out there in Harlem. But, you wouldn't expect this to happen in Kingdom. Usually, when you got a place where people are giving back to people, playing basketball, you figure niggas would respect the tournament and niggas would respect what's going on. That's not what's going on, man. That's messed up what niggas did, man. They could have did this outside of the tournament. They could have did this, when he got back to the hood. They could have did this other places. You know what I mean? But where people, where kids are at, old people like that. A lot of old people be at these games too because they like what's going on, and people playing basketball. People having ex-legends playing in the game. At this tournament, they said Ron Artest was out there. They said, yeah, R.I.P. to Keanu. That's a fact, Harlem. Shout out to Harlem Legend, man. That's a fact, man. This is nasty work, Keanu. Keanu, I know you knew my dude, man. That's fire. That's fire, man. Keanu was a good dude, man. I mean, like I said, he was a guy that, played basketball. And the bad thing is this dude got a college degree, man. He did the right thing in life. He did the right thing in life. He didn't deserve this, man. Now, a lot of people said he was outside, though. A lot of people were saying, he was involved in a lot of stuff, But, still, that's no reason why you should do that to a man 36 years old. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's ridiculous, man. They did my man nasty, man. Now, I got a chance to work with Keanu for a couple of years. Shout out to Chris Gotti. If you know about me and Chris Gotti with the Clash TV League, we was outside a lot, me and Keanu. So me and Keanu got a chance to work a lot in the tournaments. Smash them like buttons too, man. Let's get to it this morning. But yeah, me and Keanu got a chance to work a lot. I interviewed him a few times. I got a chance to sit down with bro, a few times. And, he was a good dude, man. It was all about basketball with him. It was nothing else. It wasn't no, I didn't see any, violence in bro. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. I didn't see no violence in bro. I didn't see, nothing that felt like he was involved in any nasty work. Yeah, man, that's crazy, Don Coop. 36, man. 36, my dude. You figure this from the YNs? Come on, man. Come on, man. Not from a dude 36 years old, and doing the right thing. Like I said, boy got a college degree. He was a triplet. I was listening to a couple of things early this morning. He went to Fairleigh Dickinson University, which is a good thing. Just, doing the right thing, playing overseas, getting a college degree is the main thing. Being a citizen, he did not deserve this nasty work, my dudes. He didn't. He didn't. They did him nasty out there, man. To come and unalive someone in the middle of the court in front of everybody, that is the most disrespectful thing. Now, for me, I work in these parks. It raised the red flag for me. My life is worth more than running around with these niggas in these streets playing games. I thought that, at the basketball tournaments, you would be safe. Where's the police at? Where's the police at? Keanu went overseas to play ball for real. Was very successful. Very successful, Harlem Legend. Very successful. This is not supposed to happen. This is not supposed to happen, Harlem. Now, Harlem Legend, you see his name in the comments. We're going to use his show today for the madness that happens at Jay-Z's concert. But this is why I'm using Harlem Legend's show today, because I respect Harlem Legend for even covering that yesterday and early this morning, because it's not about Jay-Z having a concert. People got to look into the things. It's about niggas acting up and doing nasty work when people are trying to do positive things for people in the town. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's ridiculous, man. Like, just to have a concert in the Bronx and niggas still acted like fools. All right, let's get into the Keanu thing first. So this is me and Keanu working in the streets right here. Now, Keanu, you're a veteran out here. You know, you was getting all the rebounds. You was putting everybody in the spot. Being a veteran on the crew, how does that mean?
You know, do the little things that like foster like Draymond. Same thing I brought in the class league. Same thing. I've been with the young ones. We all family. We all for the bigger goal.
That's the high. Behind you. With Duty. Yo, Duty. Yo, this balloon release is on behalf of Queen of Harlem, Team Honk, Big Russ, Bowling Up in Harlem. Real quick, we're going to do a moment of silence, and then we're going to release the balloons. Moment of silence, please. R.I.P., that's a good brother. That's the gift of the gods.
That was good.
Love you, kid.
All right, so as you can see, that's me and Keanu outside working in the streets. You know, like I said, I got a chance to work with Boy, man. That's messed up what they did to that dude, man. You know, I don't like it at all, man. I don't like it. Now, the way the dude got up out of there, right? You know, not to be covering it too much because, like I said, I'm in these streets, but, you know, I want to talk about it a little bit. That seemed like a professional thing because, you know, he blended off in the crowd. Like, you know, this was a professional situation going on. You know what I mean? They did him really nasty. Like, you know, to get away and have all those, because they say it was about 1,000 people in the crowd, you know, because this is the home opener of Kingdom. Shout out to Kingdom too. You know, I was supposed to work in Kingdom this summer. I'm glad I don't take every job. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, my dude. I'm glad I don't take every job because, you know, I work up with Michelle and Balling Up in Harlem because I feel safe up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I know all of them. You know, I feel like the park cares about me. I feel like, you know, they got my back. So that's the only reason why I'm in those streets out there. Now, anything can happen anywhere. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But Michelle's tournament, shout out to the Queen of Harlem, her shit has top-notch security. Cops is everywhere. They on every exit. They watching everything. Now, Michelle, this is the thing about Balling Up in Harlem. You know, this is why, like I said, I attend those games and I even work in the park with them. Because Michelle doesn't even allow weed smoking nor drinking in the park. Understand what I'm saying? Michelle does not allow weed smoking or drinking in the park. So, you know, when you're not allowing these things in the park, right? It seems like, damn, you can't smoke, you can't drink in the park, you can't do these things. I don't want to go out there. No, you should respect it. They got kids running around. They got old people around. You should respect what Michelle is saying. And I kind of like what she's doing because, you know, I don't smoke weed anyway, so I don't even care about that part. But I like the fact that she's trying to make it a sanctioned tournament and make it a place where people and kids could come to. You know, Kingdom, great tournament. But realistically, they're playing basketball out there 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. That's nasty work and very dangerous. Honestly, a tournament should be done by no later than 8 o'clock at night, 8:30. We shouldn't be outside playing basketball at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. Now, the reason why Kingdom does that, you know, you got to respect the tournament, is because they probably feel like, you know, all the other tournaments are playing. It gives the other players a chance to get to the game, you know, because there's a million tournaments going on Saturdays and Sundays in New York City. So Kingdom probably gets on a little late just so everybody can get a chance to get to the games and get to where they got to go. But realistically, this is late. This is nasty work. Now, shout out to my man CC Show. I saw CC Show. He got on his Instagram, and he was very upset about this because I think he's from Kingdom. So he didn't like the fact that it made his projects look nasty work when he says when all the rappers and everybody come out there, they protect them. They protect what's going on. You know what I mean? So CC Show is like, damn, you made the town look, whoever did this made our town look bad. Keep that shit out of the hood. Because CC Show, you know, the people come through, they rock with them. This is they hood. I feel CC, man. Shout out to CC. You know, so they say the guys that came and did this was from Brooklyn, out of town. You know, not saying it like that, but they didn't want to disrespect Gersh, keep Gersh going. You ruined it for us in Harlem, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. You made it real nasty for the tournament. I don't even think the tournament is going to be able to continue. I'm going to keep it real with you. I think it's over for King Dome, man. When something like that happens, it go against the tournament and things get nasty. Rest in peace to Keno, man. I got to show that interview again, man. That's a fact, man. That's my guy, man. I feel bad, man. Good dude.
Hey, now, Keno, you're a veteran out here. You know, you was getting all the rebounds. You was putting everybody in the spot. Being a veteran on the crew, how does that mean?
You know, do the little things that like enforcer like Draymond. Same thing I brought in the class. Same thing. I've been with the young ones. We all family.
That's the high. Behind you. Where Duty? Yo, Duty. Yo, this balloon release is on behalf of Queen of Harlem, Team Honk, Big Russ, Balling Up in Harlem. Real quick, we're going to do a moment of silence, and then we're going to release the balloons. Moment of silence, please. R.I.P., that's a good brother. That's the gift of the gods.
That was good.
Love you, kid.
Now, this is real, too. Like, don't y'all know that playing in the NBA, playing in college, right? Honestly, you don't get a chance. Like, even when Kobe came to Rucker, Kevin Garnett comes to Dykeman, Ron Artest, Lamar Odom, and these niggas, they go to Kingdom to play. You're never going to get a chance to really touch an athlete unless you go to the summer leagues. That's how you really touch the athletes. Pause. But honestly, you can't go to the Garden or Brooklyn Nets arena and go on the floor and give a nigga a hug and a pound or autograph. You can't do that in the professional sports. So when these guys have these tournaments and these guys are willing to come to the hood to play in these tournaments, that's why I don't respect these street niggas and these gang members and these niggas doing stuff like that. Y'all are messing it up for the kids, fam. Take that shit somewhere else. My father, we grew up on going. Yesterday, we sat in the park in Tri-State. Shout out to Mousy. Shout out to Kareem Reed. No Game was out there. Voice of my man Rel was out there. Voice. We were having a great time. Shout out to Pudge too. We sat out on 145th and felt like, Rich Pagon was out there. That's Cameron and Mace's old coach. You know, we were in the hood yesterday on 145th and Tri-State, right? We were with Mousy, right? And, you know, it felt good to sit in the parks where you grew up at. I spent half of my life in these parks. My father was a basketball nigga. All we did all year, I was telling a friend of mine that I didn't travel that much as a kid on family vacations. All we did was ball. That's why I'm good in these hoods, because everybody knows me since 8 to. It's like I'm from Harlem, my niggas. They tell me yesterday, Shay, we adopted you in Harlem. just because you been out here from day one. I'm a Westchester nigga, my niggas. I live in the suburbs. I live in a mansion.
Shea baby.
But that never took away from my father taking us and sitting down with the hood niggas and sitting down with the streets. My father's from the streets. Rest in peace of my father, but my father smacked the shit out of these niggas, man. And that's the truth. He was that type of nigga. He was like that. He was like that. So, you know, when I go out and I vibe the streets, yeah, they can protect you, but it's but so much they can protect you. But we shouldn't have to worry about that. We do the right thing. My father, me, you know, even a nigga like Keanu, I don't know what he was doing out there. You know, I don't know what he was doing. You know, I don't know why these dudes did that. But what I'm saying is the parks is supposed to be a sanctioned place for the community and for the kids. I'm sorry, y'all. So if it's something that he did, that should have been done somewhere else. Get him when he's leaving the park. You jeopardize what people are trying to give back to the hood. Shout out to Kingdom. They were doing nothing wrong. It's a regular basketball tournament that everybody's doing. That can happen at anybody's tournament. Look at Cardi B. Cardi B goes to Gersh to hang out. You know, Queen of Harlem got Stephon Diggs in the park. Fabulous, ASAP Rocky. You know, there's a lot of celebrities in these parks, y'all. That's a fact. We gotta protect the community. We can't do stuff like this. We can't. Yesterday, like I said, I'm on 145th and Tri-State hanging out with Mousy and all the goats. Nothing but little kids. Mousy's sitting out there, got little kids coming up to him. He's giving them merch, giving them book bags, stuff that he done promised them. He's giving back to the hood. He's telling me, like, yo, I don't make no money from doing this all of these years. I just enjoy doing it for the hood. Just like my father. I don't know how many NBA niggas that we put in the league. Niggas don't give back. Niggas don't kick no money back. As a child, I had to share with niggas that's not even my family. I had niggas living in the crib. My father had niggas living in the crib. Me and my brother had to share. If we go to the sneaker store, instead of me and my brother getting 2 pair of Jordans, we get one because the nigga got to get one too. Because a nigga in the crib got to get one too. And that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. So when you got people that giving back to these communities and doing the right thing, you got to protect these parks, man. The community helps at 100%, Don Coop. Think about this. Without niggas like my pops, Mousy, Kingdom, all of these tournaments, because they do have the kids tournaments, right? It gives the kids something to do during all day in Harlem. If you're standing around having nothing to do, you're going to 9 times out of 10, you're going to wind up getting yourself in trouble. And that's real. So when the people give back to the community, shout out to Kenny too from Dykeman. I forgot all about him. That's another nigga giving back to the tournament. You know what I mean? That's how you know these niggas that came and did this, they not from Harlem. Because a real Harlem nigga say, nah, I'ma respect the tournament. I'ma respect Kingdom. That's Kingdom. That's Kingdom. And niggas sometimes get mad and when you know what? I'ma hit you in the mouth. I'ma hit you in the mouth when we leave the park. I'ma respect the park. Cause that's how niggas in Harlem do. These is like our Madison Square Gardens. You know, the Queen of Harlem, Dykeman's, Rutgers. These are our Madison Square Gardens, my nigga. And that's real. I hope these tournaments know they cannot go on anymore unless there's top-notch security. I'm just sorry. You gotta treat it like the Garden if this is gonna be all Madison Square Gardens, man. That's the fact, man. That's sad what happened to my boy. That should not have happened to Keanu, man. In the park. I don't know outside of the street. But in the park, that should not have happened. You shouldn't even be able to get that close to the players. That's why I like the Queen of Harlem tournament. They got the security. They got the, shout out to my man Country. Shout out to Pudge. Shout out to all the security. I chill. When I come in the park, I'm a celebrity in these parks. Everybody else, Shay Baby, see the hat I'm wearing? A nigga came up to me, gave me 5 of these hats this weekend. Shay, we gotta have you wearing the merch. I'm a celeb in these parks. Cause I'm the Stephen A. I'm the nigga interviewing the niggas. I'm the Charles Barkley. I am the Marv Alberts of the hood. You're looking at him. So, when I come in the park, the first niggas I embrace is the security. Before I even give Michelle a hug, I'm dapping up the security and all of them. Because their job is not easy. You dealing with the hood. Shout out to the security. Pudge, shout out to Country, shout out to all of them, man. In the Queen of Harlem.
Baby.
Keeping niggas safe in there. That's a fact. Now, you heard what Cassidy said, right? When the bullets, you said security, when the bullets fly, security trying to secure their own body. I know that. I know that. But at least they giving you a chance. At least they giving you a chance. So shout out to the security, man. Security on point in the Queen, 100%.
Shay Baby.
Nasty time in Harlem, I can't lie. Rest in peace to Keanu. Really good friend of mine. And, you know, like I said, I know these niggas from basketball. I don't know them from street work. I don't want to know nobody from no street work at all. I want the street work to stay as far away from me as possible. I just had a birthday. I want to have more. I want to have more. My man Voice, his birthday, right? Shout out to him. Happy birthday to Voice. We in the spot this weekend, right? In Harlem, right? And shout out to Harlem too, man. Shout out to Harlem. Because Harlem, I love y'all, man. You know, a nigga's out of bounds and y'all let a nigga, y'all love a nigga, man. Respect to Harlem, man. Because Harlem legend, this is what they say. They say, Shay Baby, we adopted you, my nigga. They say we adopted you in Harlem. And I love it, man. Harlem is definitely different. Harlem is different. Shout out to Harlem. That's a fact. All right, so enough of that, because, you know, we could go on for hours about that, but we're going to get into the smoke, man. Let's get into it. Jovito. Hola, Jovito. Hola, Jovito. All right. Jovito was outside this weekend. I can't lie, man. That's a fact. He put on for the town. You know, the Bronx was lit. You know, the concert was unbelievable. I didn't get a chance to go out to the concert because, like I told y'all before, your boy don't do concerts. I just don't. You know what I mean? He had B out there. It was crazy. It was crazy. You know what I mean? But the Bronx was lit. The Bronx was extra jumping, man. You know what I mean? Jay-Z bought out everybody. He bought out Jadakiss, bought out Nas. He even bought out Slick Rick out there. Look at them. Slick Rick had them jewels on. Slick Rick had them jewels on. Now, y'all don't understand how legendary it is to bring out Slick Rick. Because before before Jay-Z even thinks about being the GOAT, being the king, being that dude in the streets, right? Before he even thinks about being that nigga, Slick Rick is that dude. Let me understand this. When Jay-Z's out there hustling them bricks, Slick Rick is that guy. 100%. Because Jay-Z ain't even tell you this. Slick Rick, Rakim, Eric B, your man, what's his name? What's the other guy's name? No Game. I can't forget. I'm mad for I'm missing his name. Source Money. Source Money needed to be there. That would have been crazy. Source Money was definitely that dude. But before all of these guys get big, Jay-Z, Nas, these niggas set the tone for them. You know what I mean? Slick Rick was that nigga out there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. You know, when Slick Rick dropped the Alphabet song and dropped all those hits that he had, in the streets when Alpo and all them is running around getting money and these niggas is in these streets, these are them niggas. So having, look at Jovito greeted Slick Rick with love. Look at Slick Rick watch, my niggas. His watch is crazy. So, you know, Jay-Z bringing out them dudes was real big, man. It was real big this weekend. Look, he even brought out Eminem. Jay-Z cut that hair too, you see that? My man brought out Eminem. That's a good look. That's a good look, especially if you're from Detroit. Shout out to people from Detroit and shout out to all those people. Big Daddy Kane, Tyson. What would I do without you, Tyson? What would I do without you, Tyson? That's a fact. Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, Eric B. and Rakim. That's what the streets is about in the 80s, going into the early 90s. Those are them niggas. I felt like Jay-Z should have brought out Big Daddy Kane too, but he didn't bring him out. He brought out Slick Rick. Now, Jadakiss, Fat Joe, those are good looks too. You know, those are good looks too. But I like the fact that he even brought out Nas. Like, look, like bringing out Nas is crazy. Because, you know, him and Nas, the whole time, you know, they had smoke in them streets. So bringing out Nas was crazy. Jay-Z was definitely him. Now, I told y'all this morning we were going to cover from Harlem Legend show. Shout out to Harlem Legend. We was going to cover, unfortunately, even when niggas do the right thing, people don't do the right thing. So, of course, it got nasty in them streets. So we're going to watch a little bit of Harlem Legend show right here, right now. This is what happened in them streets yesterday. How it still got nasty and niggas really disrespected the moment still, man. These dudes are nasty work. All right, let's get into it.
Out of the Bronx. Chaos at Jay-Z's third and final Yankee Stadium concert after a security breach delayed the show. Video from outside the stadium shows thousands of people waiting to get inside. A police source tells Eyewitness News a large group breached security earlier tonight. That prompted a full lockdown of the stadium. For a time, no one was allowed in or out. We are told that starting at around 10 tonight, concert goers were being allowed in a slow and methodical process. Security is, as you can imagine, extremely tight, with officers posted at every entrance. The concert was scheduled to begin at 8 o'clock, but right now people are still entering the stadium and the show has yet to begin.
I gotta keep it real. I gotta
Shout
keep
out
it
to Harlem
10,000.
Legend. This the nigga right here.
What will go
Shout out to
wrong
him.
will go wrong. Oh, y'all thought nothing was gonna go crazy and Jay-Z and the craze and everything in the Bronx that's going on? Well, after one successful night, after two successful nights, selling out Yankee Stadium, breaking records, now people are giving Jay-Z a whole lot of backlash for not controlling the crowd. Look, chaos ensues in the Bronx. The show doesn't start until people basically fall asleep. I'm just saying, are you that much of a fan to be sitting in these long lines and praising these hip-hop stars?
I agree with Harlem Legend. This is why I try to tell y'all Shay Baby don't do the concerts. You gotta be a fan-ass nigga if you go to a concert and wait there 2.5 hours for a nigga to come out. Shay Baby's no fan. Shay is one of them. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas that now. Shay is one of them niggas, man. I am not no groupie-ass nigga going to concerts. I'm one of them. They need to be coming to my shows. That's how I look at it. I'm one of them. I don't care how many records a nigga sold. I'm not going to meet Tenderize, putting up $500, $600, $700 to go to the concert. People telling me it's the memories. Memories about what, man? I ain't paying for no tickets for you and me to go. You watch another nigga run around the stage. It's sort of like Chris Brown, Usher shit. You groupie ass niggas, man. These niggas out here in these streets, they just can't miss events. They gotta be everywhere. That's why you got fans and you got bosses. You got fans and you got bosses. Shay was running around doing his own thing this weekend. He had his own party he was hosting. Shout out The Voice. He was out in these streets doing his own thing. I was talking to niggas in the street that went, but I'm far from that fan type. I like to be that nigga, my niggas. That's the fact. That's just always been me. I gotta be him. I can't be them. I gotta be him. That's real. So I agree with Harlem Legend. Let's get to it.
Not me. Let's talk about it.
This is Harlem Legend, no cap.
Let's talk about
no
it.
Trap, no trap. Oh, this is Harlem Legend, no cap. No trap, no trap.
All right,
Real.
fast forward a little bit.
Okay, like we already know, Jay-Z sets a new record for the highest paid attendance at Yankee Stadium with 44,916 fans last night. So to be honest with y'all, man, Jay-Z is selling out like crazy, bro. He sold this joint out. And some of it made me.
Now, he definitely sold out, right? So a lot of people been coming around, right? And they've been saying, like, you know, I was talking to a nigga in Harlem, shout out to him, and he was like, Jay-Z put on for the town. You know, he definitely put on for the town. But I'm not going to say that he put on for the town. I'm going to say more, he should be thinking the town put on for him. They supported being fans coming and supporting him. So this ain't about Jay-Z. This is about the fans supporting Jay-Z. Now, me, I don't do those things. But the people that do, this is hard-earned money that these people that have put up. A lot of these people work, and you know, I know a lot of people, niggas that work in schools. I know a lot of people that they got 9 to 5s. You know, to be in there till 12 o'clock last night, 12:30 for an hour-and-a-half show, and you got there at 7, right? And you waited 3-4 hours for niggas to come on stage. Don't get me wrong, he gave people a good show. Brought out Kiss, brought out Fat Joe, brought out Eminem, brought out Beyonce, Slick Rick, Nas. He brought them dudes out. So the money was worth it this weekend. Don't get me wrong. It was. But I agree with Harlem Legend. Waiting 3-4 hours in there is nasty work. You're falling asleep, you're high up, you're drunk. You know what I mean? You just pass out from the moment of waiting. You know, you need to get these concerts started right away. The ticket prices, Don Coop, was crazy. It was $500 and up for nosebleeds. I saw niggas on their stories, yo, it's lit, Jovito. Mind you, the nigga's pause is that big on his pause on his Instagram story. You can't even see the nigga, my nigga. Like, Jay-Z was this size pause on the nigga phone, my dudes. Like, literally, like, imagine watching a nigga perform like this. Come on, my niggas. You're watching it from a screen. You're better off waiting till YouTube drops it and watch it on YouTube if you can't see it. You can't be, and a lot of people just wanted to say they was there. They want to take Instagram pictures. Yo, man, I'm at the Jovito. I'm set up. I'm litty. Meanwhile, when the concert's over, you go back to being a wing. You go back to being a regular fan, nigga, after the concert. He goes home with billions, sleeps with Beyonce, don't even know your nigga's name. Meanwhile, your man is a rapper. This is why I said these niggas is groupies. Meanwhile, your man is a rapper, and you don't even post a nigga on your stories or post them at one time. Niggas are haters, my niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. Niggas are real haters out here in these streets, and it's bad, dog. It's bad. These streets are flooded with hating ass niggas, dog. Real talk. A nigga rather go for $500 he couldn't afford these tickets and get himself an outfit close to $1,000 for the weekend, can't pay his rent, then post your man for free. And he's a nigga that know you, give you £1, and if he gets big, he might give you free tickets. Your man that you know that you will not support might give you free tickets and you can't post them. Meanwhile, you rather go to the concert, pay $750, don't even know a nigga like a groupie. Niggas is some damn fans out here in these streets, my dude. And like I said, this is no disrespect to Hov, because Hov did what he had to do. He gave niggas a good show, and the groupies will spend the money. That's just that. Let's get back to Harlem.
Feel like I wanted to be there because I love nostalgia, right? Because he kicked off right away, and I remembered when Dame Dash said this. Pay attention.
You think that's a wig? A lot of people saying it's real, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's still funny. That's what everyone's saying. I'm just rocking with the algorithm and then. But logically, when I see people cut their dreads, they don't usually have an afro the next day. Just logically. But either way, that hair is funny. For him. He's just not that guy. He was a teaser guy. Yeah, like I said, he better come out in a jersey and a baseball hat. You better do that, bro. Don't play with him. You better do that. Do what I said. Cut that stupid ass hair.
Well, I don't know if Jay-Z was answering him. Well, Jay-Z definitely pulled up with, hey, look, right off the gate, he cut his hair, ladies and gentlemen, and he had Beyonce doing it. That was fire. A lot of people thought this to be kind of epic. I gotta be real. But what comes with greatness is always going to be some type of mishaps, because Jay-Z, during the concert, he announced that the show was over and thousands of people left. And guess what? They wasn't able to get back in. Pay attention.
He dismissed us from the concert and was like, thank y'all for coming out. Have a good night. It is thousands of people that left the concert and we can't get back inside. And there's about a whole hour and a half left. The concert started probably an hour and a half late. And they anticipating the concert to be over at, what time did he say? 1:30. At 1:30. It's 11:21 and we can't get back in.
So as you can see, yeah, this young sister, this young lady.
That's nasty work. Now, like I said, we saw Shorty right there, right? We saw Shorty, right? Don't you feel like a groupie now, Ramon? Don't you feel like a fan-ass nigga? Don't you? You put up $500 to be dismissed early, being a groupie. You came out, yeah. That's why I say it's nothing wrong with missing things. It's nothing wrong with it, my guys. You don't gotta be everywhere at where all of the industry niggas are. You don't gotta be like Shay Baby. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Twan the Dude. I will be outside for Alice Iverson's birthday party on July 25th. All white affair. Y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna get all the footage. I'm gonna be mic'd up in there. It's gonna be crazy. Now, these are events that I'm invited to. I'm there. I was just telling a friend the other day. I say, yo, just like these, okay, so all the rappers merch, right? If I know you, I can't, because I know you won't support me. I know you rap niggas won't support me. So if you have merch and you're a rapper and you don't give it to me, I'm not wearing it because I know you won't buy my shit.
Shay Baby.
They have to give it to Shay Baby for Shay Baby to wear it. That's bottom line. It's not about the money. I just know you won't support me. So that's how I move. That's how I move. If you see me wearing it, a nigga gave it to me, that means you respect my hustle. I will push your brand. That means you respect what I'm doing. Like I said, these hats right here, a nigga gave me 5 of them in the park this weekend. I didn't even know who he was. I will support him because he likes what I'm doing. 100%. That's how I move. That's why I can't support these artists, because I know they don't even care about me. That's why I won't give you no ticket sales. I won't try to be in your studio sessions. I don't want to hang around y'all niggas, man. Y'all are the fakest niggas alive. I'd rather build my own team up, build my own motion up, and do my own thing. That's what a real nigga does, man. He doesn't dick ride. He doesn't. How y'all walk around calling niggas zesty, walk around calling niggas fans, telling niggas they dick riders, and you're the biggest dick rider? It don't add up. It don't. Come on, people. Let's be for real now. Especially you dumbass niggas buying your wifey Chris Brown tickets and she's hugging up on the nigga. We went through that last week. People are really fans out here. This is why I jumped into business. You know what I mean? That's why I love my chat and love my fans. Y'all fuck with me. There's no groupiness to this love. It's straight us vibing every day. That's why I rock with y'all. That's what makes me keep going. I know the love is real. It's not people just trying to be down. This is real love, us grinding together. They are groupies. That's a fact.
Hey, Jay-Z fans, everybody love Jay-Z. I gotta be honest. Hey, look, I don't think I want to go through nothing like that. And it was really Jay-Z's fault because he announced that it was over. But besides that, some people didn't even make it to their seat. They got kicked out beforehand and didn't even know what the hell the problem was. Pay attention.
Bro, they really won't let me in this joint, man. That's crazy, man. They treated me like a criminal in there, like. Damn, I gotta go back to DC, man. Guess I gotta open up the calendar tomorrow.
So this man, I think he goes by, he's a famous grill maker. He was kicked out, and he don't know if it was Rock Nation. He don't know who kicked him out the event. See, I wanted to cover the whole thing when it came to Jay-Z and Yankee Stadium as a totality. You feel me? Not only that, Jay-Z freestyle, this one was like so, it wasn't, it was bad, y'all. Pay attention.
After building back in the community, that's just good math for him. I don't listen to Twitter activists. They type when I laugh at them. There's really no comparison. Gotta check my stats again. I'm bringing folks home to their family. Laws get passed to him. You can like it or not. He don't do no ass kissing. Ex-drug dealer. You might not like the packaging, but my presence is the president. My gift is rapping. Oh shit! Woo! Let's get on some Brooklyn shit. Can't even say. Gladys. After building back in the community. That's just.
I don't know, y'all. Like, okay, cool. I'm here to hear your albums. Let's get it on. Let's bring people out. Let's bring out some fans. But I think he should have just stayed away from it, me personally. Especially when you're addressing the Colin Kaepernick and signing the Target deals. See, to me, Jay-Z should have stayed away from a lot of this stuff. Because you can't change the image that people actually have of you after signing these deals. Look what he had to say about Colin Kaepernick that may bring a lot of backlash from certain people. Pay attention.
No exclusive, they only doing what Apple and Walmart did. You shopping at Amazon or you boycott? You posting on Instagram? That's Meta, boy, stop it. Y'all know Google owns YouTube. You picking and choosing and politicking as usual. They digging deep for narratives. It's embarrassing. They run out of characters, had to bring back up Cap again. Buddy took a check. I ain't even mad at him.
He's saying Colin Kaepernick took a check. See, I think he should have just stayed away from a lot of this stuff with all these things going on right now and within the community. To me, I just feel like rap, bro. Let's have a show. I stay away from these things. See, he's went into that political realm where Jay-Z, this is why a lot of people look at him as bigger than life, because he's went into that political range now.
But along with that check, got to sign a non-disparagement. I'm the one they can't control. Y'all better be glad as hell. I'm the one they can't control. We better be glad it's him. $500 million back in the community. That's just good math for him. I don't listen to Twitter activists. They type and I laugh at them. There's really no comparison. Y'all check my stats again. I'm bringing folks home to their family. Laws get passed because him. You can like it or not. We don't do no ass kissing. Ex-drug dealer, you might not like the packaging, but my presence is the president. My gift is rapping. Oh shit!
Just me personally, I feel like Jay-Z should have stayed away from it. Okay, I didn't think it was necessary to even cover that. I was hoping he was going to diss some rappers or something like that. That just never came, never happened. The second night, he actually brung out Eminem, and I thought that this was fire because it's hard to get Eminem to actually come out and perform. You don't see a whole lot of this, y'all. And that's a fact. Eminem was at the arena and actually performed. You don't see a lot of this, y'all. You don't get to see a lot of.
Now that's fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's fire, bringing out Eminem. I like that a lot. Shout out to Jay-Z. But like I said, you know, the problem with all of this is, it's like what he's saying. He's saying that, you know, it, like for instance, like, yeah, you are saying the Google owns YouTube, all of this, but we know because of your paper and all that, you're involved in all the fakeness and the badness, all that too. Blocking niggas' blessings, blocking niggas from the industry, blocking niggas from making views, all that. We know that's what that's about. So let's keep it 100. Like what Harlem is saying. Like, the people that you're talking about, you're down with them. These are young niggas.
Eminem, and he's a legend in hip hop. I gotta call it what it is. Down the line, he's had an era where a run that was so crazy with G-Unit, with 50 Cent. And I think this was epic for Jay-Z to actually bring out Eminem. I think it was a whole nother level for Jay-Z to bring out Eminem. Now, overall, when you look at Jay-Z itinerary, right? And who he brung out the first day, the second day, the third day. Well, let's just focus on the first 2 days, right? I'm not paying money for this, bro. I got to be honest. The first night, he had Beyonce actually sing for Mary J. Blige. And to me, no, I would rather had heard Mary J. Blige on Can't Knock the Hustle. I'm just saying. He brung out Jazzo, Memphis Bleak, Alicia Keys. He brung out his daughter, Blue Ivy. Shout out to Nas, though. That was a good look. But the rest of the itinerary for the first night, I didn't think it was that spectacular. I felt like the first night was focused on actually him getting his hair cut and things of that nature is what turned the situation, right? And then the second night, the Blueprint, 25th anniversary, Slick Rick, Eminem, and Pharrell. So Eminem, love Slick Rick, but I didn't think so keep in mind, Jay-Z has records with crazy people, bro. Like, we got to call it what it is. He has records with a lot of people, man. Like, come on, man. Bring back Kanye. We paying this kind of money for these kind of tickets. I'm just saying, y'all, I don't want to look like a hater. But if I'm paying this kind of money for...
That's a fact. Where was Kanye at? Kanye is needed before Eminem. I ain't going to hold you. Kanye's needed in the concert before everybody there. Kanye would have shut it down. Let's keep it 100. We need Kanye on the stage too for that money that niggas is spending. Where was Yeezy at? Where was Yeezy at, man? That's a fact. Kanye wasn't fucking with it. And you know why? Because Kanye's not down with those people. You know, those people, Steinbrenner is those people. Kanye don't rock with them. You know that. You know he don't rock with those people. We know this, and you knew that Kanye was not going to rock with them. That's a fact.
These kind of tickets, get Rick Ross in there, get Kanye West. I mean, Lil Wayne. I know you don't get along with a lot. It's showing me that he doesn't have a lot of friends anymore. Like, a lot of people ain't really feeling Jay-Z. Because who else?
That's a fact. Where was Lil Wayne at? Lil Wayne is from the mud with all of this. Okay, so let's go back to where Jay-Z and them, when they first started the Rock Run. Remember all of that? The Rock Run and everything? The Cash Money, Rockefeller, Rough Rider Tour. Where's all them dudes at? Now, I know he bought out Beans and State Property in them, but that's the run the people wanted to see the most. You know, Cash Money with Rockefeller was crazy. Was crazy. Let's play that song real quick. Get a vibe in here real fast. Let's talk about let's see, hold on. What's my man's name? Okay, Juvenile, Jay-Z. This was that record back in them days. Hold on. This was that record. This had to be performed in there. I don't know why. I want to hear this record out there. Let me see if I can find it. This right here. This was that joint right here. Hold on, let the commercial run. This was it. This was it. This was it, y'all. I try to tell you, I burnt this song to the ground. Bitch. How you not performing this in Yankee Stadium?
Yeah.
Crazy!
Niggas down in Houston on Candy Paint. All my niggas in the dirty South Miami, man. All my niggas.
How you not performing this in New York City, my dude? This was it in the town.
For the black culture, Spanish chicks with the sweet chocha.
With the sweet chocha.
The coca, all the haters eat a dick. They wanna see you broke up. I hope they.
You gotta perform that, Jay-Z. Let's get the Juvenile's part. That hook was
crazy. First through the flow sickly. Niggas is so shifty. The foe falls like a force field. You won't get me.
This was it. I'm not gonna lie.
Get with me. What the fuck?
We ride all day, all night. You die.
How you not performing that in New York City, y'all?
SHEABABY.
Come on. Harlem Legend is right. Where the friends at on this one, Hov? We needed to see that one out there. Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Baby and them gotta come out on stage. Gotta come out on stage. Now, yeah, we know Jay-Z and Jadakiss are like this. He loves Kiss. Shout out to Kiss. Shout out to my guy, 100% for life. But where's the Rough Riders? I know you bring out Swizzy. You bring out the people you're locked in with. But that's not the mud niggas, man. That's not the mud niggas. Where's Dragon at? Where's the Locks? Not just Kiss, the Locks. Here go another record right here. This is why the Locks is needed. How you not gonna perform this? Those are records we need. Those are records we need in the city. These are the records that heated you up, Hov. Reservoir Dogs is needed out there. Styles, he said Styles P don't rock with them. Those weren't big records. OBT, you said those are not big records? You're bugging out now. You're bugging out now, my dude. Those are big records. You saying We Ride with Juvenile is not a big record in the city? What year were you born, my nigga? You couldn't be born in the 80s talking like that. OPT, those are big records. Big records. These are records that Funk Flex is dropping bombs on in New York City. He said Reservoir Dogs ain't a big record. Reservoir Dogs is a hit in the club in the 90s and the early 2000s, my nigga.
SHEABABY.
These are hits in the club. Are you out of your mind? He said these records ain't big records. Those are big. But my nigga, look. What age group do you think is in these concerts? Let's start from there. This is 35, 40 and up. Those are big records in New York City. Big records. You born in 81? Then you should know this. Then you must not be from the city, OPT. Because the records you're thinking is big are the records that were on the radio. Not for nothing, I'm going to tell you how it works in New York. This is how it works in New York. During those times. If the song was on the radio, niggas didn't listen to it. We listened to Clue mixtapes. We listened to underground CDs. These records are those records that's in the cars. Are you serious?
SHEABABY.
Niggas just said these records, Harlem all day. Shout out to OPT. Harlem all day. Yeah, but OPT, come on, my dude. You saying these ain't big records? Shout out to 115. 100% OPT. 100%. All right. So you from the town. You should know this, OPT. Those records are, they not the hits. But you got underground niggas in there. Did you see the people that couldn't get in? The nigga had gold teeth, my nigga. I'm sorry. I want to hear the records that were not on the radio. Those were Jay-Z's biggest hits to me because the mixtapes were the radio to me. I hardly ever got in my car in the 90s and 2000s and put on the radio. If it wasn't Clue Monday Night or if it wasn't K-Slay, I was not listening to that shit or Funk Flex. And these are the records that Funk Flex was burning. These are the records. You feel me, OPT? Shout out to 115th. That's my spot right there. 100%. So, OPT, you from the town, man. Come on, OP. Come on, OP. OP, I thought you would be feeling me, man. He said, okay, not on the radio. You're right. That's all I'm saying, OPT. That's all I'm saying, OP. I'm saying that for me, being in my 40s, I wanted to hear those Clue mixtape songs and I want to hear those records that were on the mixtapes because those songs were knocking. Reservoir Dogs is a classic. Classic. You know what I mean? Classic. Matter of fact, let me get to the Locks verse right there on that. Let me get to them Locks verse right there. Jadakiss and Styles P went off. Forget about them niggas. What about Sauce Money on that? I'm sorry. The records that he was playing were the commercial niggas and the buddies that he wanted to bring out. Like, look, move to Miami. You got Kiss out there performing New York record with Fat Joe, right? Honestly, let's be for real right now. You got Fat Joe out there performing, and if I'm mistaken, Jay-Z and Fat Joe had beef all them years. All them years that niggas paid for, Fat Joe and Jay-Z were not seeing eye to eye. Remember the blackout game in Rucker? I'm sitting there, I'm talking to Mousy out at 145th Street yesterday, and he said when the blackout game at Rucker was played, right, Fat Joe and all his niggas came out there with army fatigues on. You know what happens in New York City when niggas got on army fatigues? It's World War III. Yeah. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? There was a lot of political niggas on stage more than the essence of the realness of the Jay-Z. What made Hove was the Rockefeller, Cash Money, Rough Rider tour. DMX and them niggas, man. DMX burnt down them albums, cuz. Are you crazy? And you know what? OP, tell me this. He said, I was at the parade. Yes, shout out OP. Big Kiss fan, you see this? That's my favorite artist of all time, Jadakiss. He's the real GOAT. But honestly though, OP, I need you to answer this for me. And this is real. DMX is a bigger artist, pause, than Jay-Z in them years.
SHEABABY.
DMX is bigger than Jay-Z in them years. So to not have it, there should have been a Rough Rider set, period. We should have seen Drag out there, Eve. We should have seen Kiss was supposed to be with the Locks, not Fat Joe. Not Fat Joe. That's all I'm saying. Nothing against Fat Joe. Shout out to Fat Joe. You know what I mean? He rocks with my man Gotti. Fat Joe shows love to me. Nothing against Fat Joe. I'm just saying the essence of a set of a Rockefeller Jay-Z concert, I want to see the Locks. I need to see the Locks. Where's Sheik and Styles P out there? Those niggas burnt down them albums, my nigga. Them niggas burnt down them albums. That's a fact. Now, me being from Westchester, the Yonkers area, the Locks are my goats. Those are my goats. Those are the niggas that best ever touched the mic when you ask a nigga like me. I'm just saying, if I'm from the town and I come to Yankee Stadium, where's the Locks set at?
SHEABABY.
That's what Harlem Legend is saying. All of this stuff on stage was a lot of political shit. The niggas that are with Jay-Z 100%. You know what I mean? Like, to hear Fat Joe and Jadakiss perform in New York over these records right here is crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me, man. Jadakiss and them niggas. So look, when you go buy Jay-Z albums, right? The one that was It's a Hard Knock Life, that album, right? Those are the records OPT's talking about, right? Shout out to Brian. Love you, my boy. And Brian put the picture up. Ladies, jump in them comments. Shout out to OG Kicks. What up, my boy? Now, look at Brian. Brian, put the picture up, ladies. Get in them comments. So, this is all I'm saying. I'm saying that when you buy those albums, right? Them Jay-Z albums, right? The ones that were his biggest sellers with all the platinum ice on and all of that stuff, the Snoopy records and all of this stuff with him, right? It's not Jay-Z you just buying. He had features on every song, my niggas. He had features on every song. Okay, let me get to another one. Juvenile, Jay-Z. What happened to this record? We need to hear this out there. Now, OPT, this is a hit. This is a hit, OPT. I'm going to let you hear a hit.
You on a truck, huh? With TVs and CDs rimmed up, huh? Fucking them up, huh? You won't be stunned.
Come on, OPT. How are we not going to hear this?
Dodging.
Where's that at? Where's that at? That's the essence of the run. That's the run for Jay-Z, my nigga. I'm sorry. All that in my lifetime, Hawaii Sophie and all that stuff and all of that, that's not the run. The run is all in them records. That's the run. I was there, my nigga. I was there. I'm in my 40s. I'm in 81 too, OPT. Hey, shout out to 81, OP. Shout out to 81. Make sure y'all hit them like and subscribes too. Let's get to it. I was there too, my boy. 81 was the great years. Now, the Jay-Z run is epic. Don't get me wrong. Hov is one of the best niggas to do it. But I'm saying, it wasn't just Hov by itself. It wasn't. It was the niggas that he had rapping with him. Sauce Money. Sauce Money is classic. Sauce Money is ants. Sauce Money at one time, the streets was saying Sauce Money was better than Jay-Z at one time, my niggas. At one time, niggas was saying Sauce Money was better than Hov. Word to mother, Sauce Money was one of them. That's a fact. That's a fact. At one of them times. Now, like I said, Jay-Z killed it. He did his thing. He was that nigga this weekend. But there was niggas out there that didn't come out that should have been out there. Let's get back to Harlem Legend.
Ja Rule, he got classic songs with a lot of these guys. Snoop Dogg. Think about it. T.I., Ludacris, Travis Scott, Future, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre. He got songs with all these guys and didn't bring out anybody. See, I got.
Now, OP, are you feeling me now? Scarface. You right, OP? We're the joint with Scarface. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. All of this stuff seems politically like if you wasn't meat tenderizing Jay-Z, you wasn't out there this weekend. If you wasn't dick riding Jay-Z, you wasn't out there this weekend, man. That's what it was. If you a nigga that stand on your own feet, Jay-Z stayed away from you. He didn't want to get you no shine this weekend. He didn't want to get you no buzz. If you ain't a nigga that, hey, Jovito, and all of that all day, you wasn't outside. That's real. That's real, man. That's what it boils down to. This is what it seems like he did to people out there that created the essence. Like he said, Scarface. Scarface. Where was Scarface at? I heard he's sick, though, so I don't know if he should have been out there, but he definitely one of them dudes. He's definitely one of them dudes. 100%. Yo, where's Too Short? Where's Too Short? Where's Snoop Dogg? Like he said, where all these niggas? These niggas started the run, fam. They started the run. Like I said, when he was doing all that stuff on his own, right? It was only, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was only one record I was feeling from Jay-Z back in the mid-90s. That was the I'm from where you slam ball and cross balls. I'm from Marcy, son. After that, I wasn't really, and the joint with Foxy Brown. Those were the two records that I felt from Jay-Z early. It wasn't until they understood the business and started reaching out to other people, getting all them other niggas to rap with them, I was like, these niggas is it. Nas is fire, way more fire than the It's Written, that album with Lauryn Hill and all that on it. That album's better than Jay-Z's Crossover and Clapboards album. Yes. Mobb Deep, way better than Jay-Z at this time. Way better than Jay-Z at this time. It was that 97, 98 run when DMX heats up, the Locks get down with Rough Riders, you know, Beanie Siegel come in. That's when I started feeling whole Porsche. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. That whole run with the Scarface, those albums was crazy. That movement with Jay-Z was sick. So I feel where the Harlem Legends coming from. That's what the streets wanted to see.
To be real with y'all, man, is it worth y'all money, man? It seems like it's just chaos on the third day, right? Because nothing is seeming to go well on the third day. I gotta play this for y'all because I had got footage from people that was in the building, and this is what's going on right now.
Damn, 9:20. Everybody out here looking bleezy. Yeah, definitely it's a dream. I can't believe Jay-Z got this shit like this. He got everybody out here waiting. This nigga still got this shit for Water Room. I'm not black, I'm OJ. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That nigga's a difference.
So apparently there was a breach outside, and everybody and their mother are waiting to get in, and it's crowded out there. We're going to get there.
This shit's some Michael Jackson shit, man. Yeah. 30 years later, only Michael Jackson can fill up arenas like this 30 years later. It ain't going to be no. And that's not even the rest that's filled. It's not even the rest. They ain't even get in. Like, people still getting in. No.
So that's 9:30 at night, and the concert's supposed to start at 8 o'clock. So people were still outside waiting to get into this Jay-Z situation. Things got a little nasty. Pay attention. So this is thousands of Jay-Z ticket holders on the third day. You see what will go wrong will go wrong. They are trying to get into events still. Look at this. Is it worth it? To me, I'm not doing this. Somebody else is in the building that was on Instagram, and he's giving his first accounts of everything. Pay attention, y'all.
Came to see Jay-Z for the third night. My first time at the concert, second time. And they're not letting people out, and they're not letting people in, and the concert has not started yet. Shit, this shit is packed right now. Look how packed this shit is right now. Outside, there's still like 20 other people outside.
I mean, is this worth waiting around, y'all? I don't know. I'm just asking. It seemed like a good experience in the beginning, but what will go wrong will go wrong.
I ain't gonna lie, you need our money back on something, bro. This is bad. It's looking like we might stay the night in Yankee Stadium, so as long as they keep the glizzies on, I'm good. I'm gonna give me a hot dog and I'm gonna lay on the floor here or something. I'm gonna stay in the Yankees locker room. Fuck that.
I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. This might get nasty in the media for Jay-Z. He might get a lot of ridicule for his security not being able to handle the bum rush. Just to brighten up your day, Dame Dash wish he was in the building, though. Pay attention. You see, he couldn't help himself, y'all, because, look, he's still trying to do the dance, and it just ain't the same. He doesn't move the same. But like I said before, it would have been nice to see Dame Dash in the building. It would have been incredible to see Dame Dash in the building. I thought, like...
Okay, let me pause that right there. I agree with Harlem. When you think of Jay-Z, you think of the hustle, baby. You think of all of that. That's what I'm saying. The essence wasn't the same. It seemed commercial. It seemed watered down. I'm telling y'all this right now. Like, we know Jay-Z and Dame Dash is beefing. We know that, pause. But deep down inside, it's not the same run. That's what I'm saying to y'all. It's not the same. Y'all paid for commercial watered down garbage. I'm telling y'all that now. Y'all did, man. You had to wait 4 hours for the concert to start. You had a bunch of niggas out there that, like Eminem, comes on those albums like later on. He's not in the first run. He's not. Or the second run. He comes like the third, fourth run. Eminem. Eminem comes like, I kind of want to say, Eminem's not on the Essence album. That's what I call when the Jay-Z had the streets for real. This is 98. M is not involved in that. M is not involved in that. I think M comes like 2000, something like that. The 98 run, there's no Eminem involved. That's all Rough Riders, Cash Money, and Dame Dash work, man. That's word. SHEABABY. Source Money work. Bean Siegel work. That's a fact. That's all that work, man. Where's that work? Now, here's another thing. Where was Cameron? Y'all trying to tell me Cameron wasn't part of the run? Yes, he was. Welcome to New York City. Welcome to New York City. Where's that at? Dipset was a major part of the Rockefeller movement. I ain't gonna lie. Old Boy record is the biggest record Rockefeller ever had. It broke records. Joel Santana and Cameron set the record for radio spins on Rockefeller Records. There's no record Jay-Z ever put out in his life that had more spins than Old Boy. Old Boy set the tone. Yes. SHEABABY. Now OPT. Too many chemicals these days. Shout out to Lean That, 100%. No, but OPT. Nobody wanted to see Dame, but Cameron could have been out there, my nigga. You know Jay-Z was never feeling Cameron. Remember Jay-Z erased, remember Jay-Z erased Cameron's verse off the PD Crack record. I interviewed PD Crack. PD Crack said this. PD Crack says this. PD Crack told me that himself. Jay-Z erased his verse, Cameron verse off the remix to the song that he had. The Mac go bring. He erased his verse off it. Let's get back to Harlem.
That would have definitely turned the crowd, had the people up in an uproar. It would have had everybody hype. I just wish these grown men amend their relationships so everything can go off properly, right? As far as overall, when it comes to like just this whole situation with Jay-Z, 3-day sellout, yo, congratulations. He did it. He did it. Now, I speak for the people, and I come from a standpoint of where the people they couldn't get back in, or if Jay-Z said the show was over. It's things of that really cringe. It's cringes. Like this third day is cringe because at the end of the day, like it's nasty work all the way around the board, man. Like I just can't do it. I'm not about to sit out there for somebody, man. We got super fans out here. It is what it is. I'm not in uproar for no rappers. I gotta be honest. I'm not I'm not going out my way for none of these rappers. It's real shit going on out here in real life. I don't think these rappers is worth any of our time, especially at this day and age. Shout out to Jay-Z. He did have 2 great days. It's this third day. Chaos ensued. Look, I don't make the news. I just break the news down. If you was in the concert, if you went, let me know how y'all felt about the nostalgia, about being there. How did it make you feel? Especially if you was around 30 years ago. Other than that, are you sitting in line waiting for a ticket? I'm just saying, y'all, are y'all sitting in line through all this chaos? Because me personally, I wouldn't be able to do it. But hey, who am I? I don't make the news. I just break the news down. Yo, it's your boy E Oil, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Make sure y'all get down in the comment section. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Shout out to Harlem Legend, man. He broke that down. That's a fact. I got to get Harlem Legend on the show one day. We got to bring him up. That's a fact. That's my guy right there. But yeah, look. It's this simple, man. Like I said, Jay-Z, right? Like, I will never take it away from Jay-Z and say he's not that nigga. I'm not. I'm not gonna let nobody tell me that he's not. He is. Y'all saw him sell out Yankee Stadium 3 days in a row. Jovito's definitely him. You know, bought out Slick Rick. You know what I mean? Bought out Eminem. You know what I mean? He bought out a lot of these dudes. I'm just saying, you know, it was one of those shows where Hov really planted out for him and his niggas to win. That's it. You know what I mean? It wasn't the essence. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't the essence. And, you know, you had to wait around 2-3 hours for niggas to come out. That's nasty work alone itself, too. You know, it was a lot playing in for this weekend, man. You know what I mean? And all Harlem is saying, is it worth the budget to be waiting around like some groupie niggas? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lean. Shout out to Lean a little bit. Shout out to him, 100%. SHEABABYTV. Overall, Jay-Z did his thing over the weekend. I'm not going to take that from him. I'm just saying there was little complications in that whole setup that just could have been planned out a little better. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Like, you could have started the concert a little earlier. You know, you could have got, gave niggas at least 3-4 hours of work. You know, you get there at 8 o'clock. Shit don't start till 10:30. Then it ends at 12 o'clock. So you're there for 5 hours for an hour and a half of work. It's crazy work. Where the open up at? SHEABABY. That's my thing. That's how you know niggas be hating on niggas. If you know you're not going on until 10 o'clock, right? The first 2 hours, let some new niggas get on stage. Let some people that need a little, you see how packed that stadium was? Why you couldn't put new niggas on, let niggas get some buzz? Y'all don't want niggas to buzz at all. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all don't want niggas to get no type of shine. Let niggas get some work in, Hov. There was a lot of artists in New York City that could have touched that stage for the first 2 hours, man. Dice Pesos could have been out there. You know, you could have had Jim Jones out there. You could have had niggas out there performing early in the, you could have made it like a little fake summer jam early before you get on. Give niggas a little work so niggas could be out there watching something. Niggas is sitting there just watching each other. That's how problems happen in the crowd. Niggas is hyped up, they antsy, they just start acting up. Niggas in there smoking and drinking, bad vibes, man. Nasty work. I ain't gonna lie to you. Straight nasty work, man.
Shea baby.
Straight nasty work. But like I said, we're not gonna ever sit here and take away that Hov is not that nigga. Look, Beyonce's out there. Beyonce was looking all right. She looking a little stacked, you know what I mean? She looking a little stacked work out there. You know, she was cutting his hair. You know, like I said, overall, you know, the money was worth it. I guess if you didn't have to wait 2 hours and you only got before the show, and you could have got, like I said, you could have got niggas on there, Hov. Niggas could have been out there performing, man. Niggas that need a little bit of work. Niggas that need a little bit of buzz. You know, there's a couple niggas from Brooklyn that's trying to get on. You could have had some old head niggas out there rapping. You know, niggas that's still trying to make it. You could have got them a little light in front of 50,000 niggas at Yankee Stadium. Niggas would have loved to have been out there, man. You know what I mean? Justin, he says just juiced up. That's a fact. Shout out to Justin. Don Coop said, I'll pass. Yeah, man. Rather go to the Project Pat concert. I'll be out. I'll be out. Could have been out there. 100%. 100%. Shout out to J Baby in the building. There could have been a lot of niggas out there that could have been performing just to get a little bit of buzz, Hov. That's all I'm saying, Hov. You gotta let some niggas shine at some point, man. You know what I mean? Niggas don't want nobody winning at all. We went through this. Remember last time when they were saying that he was touching these little girls with Puff? Ever since I covered them, they put my views down. I was getting 40,000 views each time I went live. That's nasty work. You don't want niggas to win. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying Google owns YouTube, but your man owns YouTube, Leo Cohen. So we know about all this type of work. Just like I was explaining to somebody about, you know, the internet game. I'm just being true to the game. I like doing this, and I love y'all. But the real facts is the game is washed up. You know, you got niggas like Kai Cenat. You know, you got niggas like Funny Marco. You got niggas like what's her name? The white chick. You know, Bobby Altoff. You know, you got niggas like what's his name? Drewski hosting the BET Awards. To me, these niggas are not funny, man. I come up off Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, and them. Those are funny niggas. Those niggas are not funny to me. They like clowns, my nigga. These are niggas that's ran by the internet. Y'all think that these niggas are really winning. They not. It's forced fake numbers, and these niggas get all right, so how it works is these niggas are like artists. They got 360 deals where they're getting all these big Sprite commercials, and those people are getting paid off that too. The game is watered down. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. The game is watered down. You know, they put these niggas on the internet so everybody can jump on here and use these platforms to really think they're gonna win, and they're controlling your destiny. That's what's real about all of this, man. Those are the real facts. So when y'all look at regular people like me with these numbers and only 30, 40 people, 50 people in here, that's because that's what they wanted. If they want you to get 100,000 niggas in your lives, they can. They push out who they want to push out. That's just how this works. That's why I love y'all for helping me out and getting on and rock with me every day, because we know it's fake. They hella whack in human commercials. Thank you, Justin Spencer. They not even funny to me. I don't watch none of them niggas. Niggas is clowns to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, especially like the Kai Cenat thing. Like, nothing against him. God bless him. He's making his money. I'm just saying how people sit there and watch a nigga act like a clown, bring people on there to to act like goofies, and people like, y'all like that? Let me know. I could be hating. Y'all like that? That shit is not funny. Shit is goofy. Facts, because I let scroll up and you pulled up. Appreciate you, Miles. No, they got me out there a little bit today because you see I was rocking with Jay-Z. They was Jay-Z giving some promo. You know what I mean? That's how they want it to be today. Make sure you subscribe and like, Miles. You too, Lord. That's a fact. They hella whack and human commercials. Just a fact, man. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of watered down garbage. See, you know, those niggas are the Vanilla Ices and the Nilly Vanillis of the internet. You know, these are the niggas that's put here, and you know, they're like those artists like what's my man's name? Ice Spices. They all those type of peoples, man. Those is what those internet niggas are. These are the people that the industries want to just see win, you know, and you know, when you got fake numbers, you got put people in front of people all the time, you start to believe that they're stars. This is what they've been doing for centuries when it comes to this business. I'm being for real with y'all. This is what they've been doing. This is not nothing new. This is old. Brian, I love you, my guy. Shit, baby. Brian is a real one. Brian every day comes in here, spends a little money, shows love. You know, hard work, you know, should be granted to people that work hard. Me, I'm relentless. I just keep going. When I know that it's not for me to win. Like if I was signed to Rock Nation, I would have this whole chat moving with I couldn't even read. Who wants to be in a chat and you can't even read or talk to the people? You know what I mean? That's what they got these guys looking like. Like people go and support niggas that don't even. Every nigga that comes in and rock with me, I know y'all names. Y'all could come up to me in the streets and give me a hug. That's real work. It's not fake work. That's real work. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate Brian and people like that come through and they show love. You know what I mean? That's real. It's just a lot of fake work out here, man. That's a fact. Look, Baby Love said Brian the man. She even appreciate the love. Shit, baby. BG52 is that dude. That's a fact. All right, y'all, we had a good show today. We rocked out for an hour and 40 minutes. You know, we'll be back on tomorrow. Me and Fox gonna talk about all this again tomorrow. Fox, we lit tomorrow, Fox. Shit, baby. We lit tomorrow, Fox. So me and Fox will be on tomorrow. We're gonna continue this. 10:30 tomorrow morning. Wednesday, we back with the morning show. I'm gonna try to get an interview this Thursday. I'm gonna see what my man Harlem Legend is talking about. Maybe we can get him on the live and you know just talk to Harlem Legend. And this is one thing about me, right? You know, if you follow Harlem Legend's career, right? Harlem Legends has had some smoke out there with a lot of different YouTubers. I don't give a shit to talk about none of that. I want to talk to Harlem Legend about how it all started. You know, where he's from in Harlem. You know, little background on him. That's it. I don't care about the smoke on the internet. That shit is none of my problem. Now, one thing about me, this is why I rock with all of the bloggers. They know I mind my business. They know I mind my business. I'm an outside nigga, my niggas. I'm not a nigga that's like sitting around in the crib, don't go nowhere. I'm an outside nigga. So if a nigga rock with me, I will never cross them. That's just how I do, man. That's just the type of nigga, that's just the type of blood that I was built with. Like I said, you see these records here? This is my father's work from the 70s. This industry is in my blood. I was born around it. Keith Sweat in the crib. I was just telling a friend of mine the other day, you know, my brother produced with Swiss Beats. You know, I was around for the Jay-Z Rockefeller Rough Rider run. If you watch my interviews with D from Rough Riders, he tells you this. Shay Baby's in the studio with us as a child. I'm in there with DMX and Jadakiss and the Locks in them. I'm there, my niggas. I see it all. Hello. It's me, y'all. It's me. Shea Baby. It's me. That's a fact. All right, y'all. Love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday for Freaky Friday. Love y'all. See y'all later.
Yo, Shay, we about to wake these niggas up, man. They sleeping. We about to put them on. And if they ain't ready, they better get ready. Yeah, stirring up the pot, crazy. Stir it up. Tuned in to Shay, baby. Tune in. Twisting up the Zagreb. Light up. Got me going crazy. Hip hop news, no cap. So don't try and bait. No cap. Trying to get your reels up. Then you know you gotta pay. This ain't your average, bro. Nah. Hating, then you mad at us. Haters. Niche, if they hating, send these haters back to Africa. This is where the shit stops. When I hit my bro Fox. Hey, what up, Don Coop, Charles, Pat, Brian. Make the show rock. The whole team. And we talking hip hop. Baby love, salute, baby. Salute, baby. Marcy, the whole chat room. Drop a comment, paste it. Started from the bottom basement. Headed to the top fast. Tune in and share your thoughts. Talking about it, talk stats. Shay Baby TV, hottest on the net. Let's talk facts. Anything above that. Clout chasing, fall back. Merch about to drop soon. Pre-order yours now. They can never lock us out. Kicking all the doors down. We coming through. Shay Baby TV, the hottest TV on the airwaves. Lock in. Talking about it. Salute to the whole team. Marcy, Baby Love, Niche, Don Coop, Pat, Brian, No Cap Fox. What it do, y'all? We coming through, y'all. Shay Baby TV. Shay Baby.
Shay Baby.